I'm Kayla here with PetMD, and today we are talking about omega-3s and why your pet might need them. So I have a couple different supplements here today that we're going to talk about getting the omega-3s that your pet needs. So before we get started, first thing that I like to remind everybody is to check in with your veterinarian before you start anything new. They know your pet best and can recommend products and what would work best for your specific pet. I will recommend products based on what I think that certain pets might need, but check in with your veterinarian because they know your pet best and can recommend products specifically for your pet and tell you whether or not any of these products would be best for your pet. Going along with that, every pet is unique. Some pets love some things and other pets hate them. Some pets something might work for really well and another pet it doesn't, because every pet is unique. Every pet has something different going on with them, so just keep that in mind that every pet is unique. Check in with your veterinarian before starting anything new because your pet is unique to you and you want to make sure that you're giving your pet the right thing for them. And finally, if you have any questions about any of our products, feel free to reach out. We're here to help. We want to answer your questions and help your pets live their best lives. So we're going to talk about omega-3s today. And as you can see, there's a couple different options here to get your pet the omega-3s that they need. And that kind of goes back to the for individual, every pet what might work for one pet might not work for another, and vice versa. So we have a couple of different options to get those omega-3s into your pet in different forms. And that begs the question of what is omega-3? Why does your pet need it? What does it do? What can it help with? So I can answer all those questions now. So omega-3s are fatty acids. They're different polyunsaturated fats that are essential for healthy cellular development and organ function in mammals. And so that's cats, dogs, humans. We need omega-3s to help us help our bodies function properly. So there's a couple different types of omega-3s. There's short and long chain types, but the two most beneficial types of omega-3s for dogs and cats is EPA and DHA. And all of these products that you'll see before you have omega-3, EPA, and DHA in them. And so what is EPA and DHA? EPA is known for its anti-inflammatory properties, and research has shown that EPA is highly effective in reducing cartilage-damaging enzymes in pets' bodies. And so really great for reducing inflammation and helping the body to fix any damage that has been going on. DHA is often praised for its vision and cognitive support, and studies have shown that in growing puppies that DHA has a really important role in properly developing neurologic tissues, along with improved retina development and cognitive function testing. So if you have a human child as well, DHA is often found in infant formulas as well for the exact same reason. So EPA is really great at reducing inflammation. DHA is really great for supporting healthy cognitive function and vision health as well. So EPA and DHA and omega-3s are considered essential fatty acids, and they have to be consumed or eaten because they cannot be synthesized by yours or your pet's bodies alone. So you have to ingest omega-3s from a nutritional source. So that could be their food or it can be a supplement as well. And so EPA and DHA are derived most commonly from seafood, so cold water fish and shellfish. So that's where the source of omega-3s are in these products that we have here. So in dogs and cats, studies have shown that daily omega-3 nutritional supplements improve symptoms of arthritis, including cartilage repair, allergies, which is a big one, including dry skin and shedding and itching, and reducing overall body inflammation, including the skin, the hips and joints, and the gastrointestinal tract. So overall, omega-3s have a lot of really great benefits for your pet. So if your pet is suffering from allergies, especially summertime allergies now, or that it can help with hip and joint health as well, or overall body inflammation, omega-3s are a great starting point to help reduce that inflammation in your pet's bodies and help get them to feeling a lot better and not be scratching and itching and in pain. So we have a couple of different options for omega-3s. So you'll see right here we have our Catalyst Plus, we have our Salmon Omega Bites, and we have our soft gels. And then also we have our 5-in-1 multivitamin as well. So what would you need? Why would you pick one of these over another one? So I'll start on this end. So the 5-in-1 multivitamin is really great for an overall multivitamin for your pet. So there might not be anything necessarily specific that they have, but maybe you feed them a home-cooked meal. Maybe they have a couple of vitamin deficiencies, and a multivitamin is a great way to boost that up because they're not getting enough from their food. Or they are a large breed dog, which large breed dogs grow so fast that a multivitamin is really great to add in as they're a puppy to help to make sure that they're getting all of the nutrients that they need that they might not be getting from their food, just because when you are a large dog and you're growing, you're gaining 50 pounds in a year or two, like that's a lot. So they go from itty bitty babies to these giant things pretty quickly. So you want to make sure that you're supporting them throughout that growth period and into adulthood. And so a multivitamin is really great to make sure that they're getting all of the nutrients that they need. And so in our 5-in-1 multivitamin, it's called the 5-in-1 because it's got 5 health benefits, all in one multivitamin. So it's got 30 essential vitamins, minerals, and nutrients for skin and coat health, hip and joint health, immune system support, digestion support, and overall cellular health. So a lot packed into these chews. So hip and joint, it's got glucosamine and chondroitin, which is great for hip and joint health. And it's got the omega-3, 6, and 9 in it to also help with the hip and joint, but also for skin and coat health. It has a lot of stuff in here, vitamin E, lots of different stuff, calcium, phosphorus, potassium, magnesium, iron, lots of different things in here. Like I said, 30 essential vitamins and minerals. I'm not going to go over all of them because we'd be here all day, but there's a lot of things in here to help your pet, support your pet's overall health. So, if you have a new puppy or a pet that just needs a little bit more support, this is a really great chew to give them to get them a little bit more support, more of that nutritional support that they might be missing from their pet food, or like I said, they might be growing super fast as a puppy, or their commercial pet food doesn't contain enough of whatever they need, or they're being fed a home-cooked meal and you just want to make sure that they're getting everything that they need in their diet. And so this is what they look like here. It's a weight-dependent dosing on these, so up to 30 pounds would be 2 of these a day. Over 75 pounds would be 8 of these a day. And you can divide that between morning and night. And there is 120 soft chews in a jar. So really great to get all of that omega-3, 6, and 9, like I said, to get that support from the omega-3s that your pet might need. But if your pet isn't needing a lot, they're not necessarily suffering from allergies. You just want to give them that extra support and make sure that they're getting those nutrients. The 5-in-1 multivitamin is a great option to start your pet on, especially your puppy early on, and continue that through their adulthood, just to make sure that they're getting all of that nutrients that they need. Pet foods, commercial pet foods have a lot of really great stuff already in them. They're considered complete diets, but sometimes pets need a little bit more. Like I said, sometimes your pet might be missing some nutrients. The pet food might be missing something specific that would benefit your dog, or your dog is growing super fast, or anything like that. So a multivitamin is a great way to just add in, make sure that they're getting those nutrients, that they are living their best life. So that's the 5-in-1 multivitamin. Really great product to just add in, make sure your pet's getting everything that they need. And so if they're not, so if your pet is suffering from skin and coat allergies, scratching and itching, and adding in an omega-3 can help to reduce that inflammation, because like I said, that EPA is anti-inflammatory in the omega-3s and can help to reduce inflammation in the body and help calm that skin and coat, that allergic reaction that your pet is having, and to help them to stop scratching, biting, licking, all of that not good stuff, because if they keep doing that itching and scratching and biting, they're more likely to open up the skin, and then that invites infection, and that just makes it worse. And so we don't want any of that, and we want our pets to feel good and not be in pain or miserable because they're itchy. So we have a couple different ways of getting them those omega-3s, and so like I said, omega-3 is really great for inflammation, and so we have our Catalyst Plus, we have our Salmon Omega Bites, and we have our soft gels. And so start with the omega-3 soft gels. So the source of omega-3s in these are anchovy and sardines. So this is what they look like. So these are just little soft gel capsules. You can just give them straight to your dog, or if your dog won't eat them, you can add them to their food. Or, if they won't do that either, you can start by puncturing them and then pouring the omega-3 over their food. And so these are really great to just give your dog, to get them a good dose of that EPA and DHA in them. And so in terms of how much EPA and DHA, there's 180 milligrams of EPA and 120 milligrams of DHA in these. It's kind of in between, right? In between on the EPA and DHA levels. So, so the omega-3 fish oil soft gels are really great to get that omega-3 fish oil in a capsule that's super easy to use. You can wrap it in a wrap-a-pill. You can add it to their food. You can just give it to them as a treat. So really great option for just straight up omega-3s, giving them a good dose of that EPA and DHA. We also have our Salmon Omega Bites, which are a salmon source of omega-3s. This also has omega-6 in it as well, and you can see them here. That's what they look like. So these are soft chews. So if your dog decides not to go for the soft gels, these chews are really tasty. Your dog will really like them. They're salmon flavored, and the dosing on the soft gel is 1 soft gel per 20 pounds of body weight. And then on the Salmon Omega Bites, it's a weight dependent again, so 2 for 20 pounds, and then over 60 pounds would be 6 of these, and again can be divided between morning and night, and there's 120 in here as well. So between the two of these, it's more of a preference. The Salmon Omega Bites also have the omega-6 in them, so there's these chews are really great, but there's less EPA and DHA in these than the soft gels or the Catalyst. But we have lots of customers that their dogs rave over with the salmon omega bites. They love them, and it really does go to work to help reduce that inflammation, help stop that scratching and biting and itching that your pet is suffering through with those seasonal allergies. So if the salmon omega bites is not enough EPA, same with the soft gels, and you need something that has a bit more packs a bit more of a punch to it. Our Catalyst Plus chews might be what you're looking for, and so this is what they look like. So these are a little bit bigger of a chew, but they pack a lot more into them. So in terms of the EPA, DHA, there's at least 540 milligrams of EPA and 360 milligrams of DHA in them. So they pack a lot more EPA and DHA in them into one small chew. So if your pet, if you're worried about your pet's diet, you don't want to give them too many treats. These again are also weight dependent, but a lot less. So if you have a dog under 30 pounds, you'll give half a chew a day. And then, 60 to 120 pounds would be 2 chews. So if you're worried about your pet's weight, this is a good, this is a good option because there's a lot more packed into one chew. So you're not giving them multiple chews like you would be with the salmon omega bites. So they're also low allergen. They have a cheese taste to them. So if your pet doesn't like salmon for whatever reason, the Catalyst has a cheese flavor. They also have added vitamin E in there as well to support healthy cellular function. And so they're also they're minimally processed, so you're getting all of that EPA and DHA goodness in these chews. These are a little bit softer of a soft chew than the salmon omega bites. So if it's easier to break apart, or if your dog has some trouble chewing, the Catalyst Plus would be good for that as well. There's a lot packed into these, and omega-3s are really great at helping to reduce inflammation and that itching, scratching, and biting that your pet might be suffering from. The Catalyst can be given to cats as well, but if you have a cat, you know how notoriously picky they are, so there's an off chance that they might not eat it, but they can be given to cats as well. I have lots of cats, and I know how picky they can be, and they might sniff it, but they might not eat it, even with the cheese flavoring. So just keep that in mind. They can be given to cats. If your cat eats them, fantastic. If they don't, that's par for the course with cats. So we have the Catalyst Plus that has a lot of EPA and DHA packed into it. Also, the added vitamin E has a cheese flavor and is a really great for your pets. So the Catalyst is more of like a targeted approach to addressing your allergens in your pets. So if your pet does suffer from skin allergies and anything else that you've tried so far hasn't necessarily worked, then the Catalyst Plus is a good option to try for that. Salmon omega bites work really well too, but they also have omega-6 in them, so that supports immunity and kidney function. Again, also an essential fatty acid, but there tends to be omega-6 in pet food. That's enough, but some pets need a little bit more omega-6, so this is a great option for dogs that need a little bit more omega-6 support as well. And then we also have the soft gels for dogs that might be a better option for as well. So those are our omega-3s. Again, omega-3 is EPA and DHA, which EPA is anti-inflammatory, has anti-inflammatory properties, is really great at reducing inflammation in the body and helping the skin and coat stop itching and scratching and biting, help stop it from being itchy, which helps stop your pet from scratching and biting and itching their skin. And then DHA is really great for cognitive support and vision health as well. So again, all of these really great options. You have your 5-in-1 multivitamin for like a good base. Get your pet a good multivitamin into their system so that they overall have a good health support with over 30 essential minerals and vitamins. Salmon Omega Bites have a salmon source for their EPA and DHA, also has omega-6 in it as well, and that's a salmon flavor. We have our soft gels, which is essentially what it is a soft gel, so it can be popped open and used as a liquid. You can wrap it in Rapid-Pill, you can put it in their food, you can give it to them just as a treat, and has a good source of omega-3s, EPA and DHA in it as well. And then we have our Catalyst Plus, which is a cheese flavor and packs a lot of omega-3s, EPA and DHA into each chew. It's a good low allergen, low calorie treat for your pet to get the omega-3s that they need, and also has added vitamin E for cellular support. So lots of different options in terms of omega-3s for your pet. So I hope that one of them is the right option for your dog. So that's it for today. Again, if you have any questions, feel free to reach out. We're happy to help answer any questions that you might have about any of these omega-3 products or any of the products that we have in our lineup. So I hope that adding an omega-3 supplement to your dog's diet helps them to live a happier and healthier life.